Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre market this morning, stock index futures are currently below fair value, kind of a flip flop of what we saw yesterday morning at this time. Yesterday was basically a pause day for the market. Now, we do have crude oil trading higher this morning, while gold is down slightly in the pre market on Tuesday morning. Now, looking at the big announcements this morning, we're looking at retail sales coming out at 8:30 this morning. Today is the first day of the Fed meeting, and so on Wednesday we're expecting the Fed statement at 2 and then the press conference at 2:30. Volatility usually starts to expand after 2:30, so the market may be a bit quiet between now and the Fed announcement. On Thursday, of course, the market is closed, but we do get initial jobless claims on Thursday morning, and that leads us into Friday. So this week could be all about the Fed. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, yesterday, the big winner on the day was the semiconductor sector, while the big loser was the gold sector. So not a lot of movement in either on Monday. What did move yesterday? Well, crude oil was down over 2% on the day. Still closed at the bottom of the previous day's low, so no major sell off there. We saw gasoline down just 6 cents on the day, and then we had natural gas back on our buy signal as of Monday's close. Now, looking at the energy stocks themselves in Canada, they were down just over 0.75%, while in the US, they were down just under 0.33%. So, no major moves there for energy stocks on Monday. Now, a lot of people are focusing on military related stocks, and the major aerospace defense ETFs are still holding up fairly well. No major change there. So this one was down 0.59%. This one was down 0.55% on Monday. And then the 3X was down 1.62%. But in all cases, no sell signals generated from Monday's trading action. Looking at the VIX, well, the VIX popped on Friday. We had a small pullback for the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and for the Russell 2000, but no trend changes on Monday. That's also true for the ETFs. So we're currently long the bull ETFs for the VIX as of Friday's close. So coming into Monday, we bought them at the open on Monday, and it was pretty close to generating a sell signal at the close yesterday, but it did not generate a sell signal. So we are looking for the VIX to move higher on Tuesday. Looking at the major index ETFs, starting off with the iShares for the TSX 60, we made a new high on Monday, being led higher by Cameco. At the other end, we have Pembina, which rolled over. It generated a buy signal at the close on Friday and then just rolled over on Monday. So that is unfortunate. Then Vanguard Canada ETF making a new all-time high. We traded above our price target, and so we actually hit it. So congratulations, anyone who had an order in there. And then we came right back down and closed just below our price target on Monday. Well, it worked. Denison Mines was the big winner. The big loser on the day was G Mining. Now, moving over to the Dow is still on a sell signal. It was led higher yesterday by Goldman Sachs, but the big loser was United Healthcare, which came down. It did not generate a sell signal, so we're still on a buy signal here. Certainly not a stock I'd be following. The trade is up to the potentially up to the bottom of that open gap. That would probably be the current trade if it continues from here. Then looking at the S&P 500, we're still on a buy signal, no change there. The Estee Lauder was the big winner on Monday, and it actually generated a sell signal on Friday. So you can come in on Monday and take a look at where it's going to open. You decide what to do about that. You may have waved it off, which if you did, congratulations. At the other end, we had Lockheed Martin generate a buy signal on Friday and then completely roll over on Monday. So that trade did not last very long. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100 ETF, we're still on a buy signal here. No change in trend as of Monday's trading action. The big winner on the day was Advanced Micro Devices, which was up nearly 9% on the day. So that was a big move for Advanced Micro Devices. And then we had Charter Communication was the big loser, coming in already on a sell signal. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. We still have all of the major index ETFs on buy signals except the Dow at the moment. We are heading lower at the open so far, but not enough to do any major damage on Tuesday morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.